Hi, thanks for watching. A little bit late as per usual these days. I'm afraid my life and sleeping patterns seem to be changing, but there we go. The moon is in Gemini. She's been there since yesterday in terms of the UK, and so that is really quite an imaginative influence, really. Things are quite positive if you want to get creative. That's the bottom line. That's the most basic view of it. The moon right now is 99.3% full, and that means full moon is very close at hand. Now that is actually coming in, let me see, dear, I should have looked at this first. Right, yes, okay, 21:12. Like the Rush song, okay. 21:12 on the Pacific coast of the States and Canada. It's not actually going to be full moon until tomorrow on the east side at 12 minutes past midnight, so only just into tomorrow by 12 minutes. In UK, 5:12 a.m, so we'll be waking up to it, or I certainly will anyway. And New Zealand, I reckon that's going to be 18:12, which is another fabulous piece of music indicated there. So it sounds musical, and it would, wouldn't it? Because it's a Gemini moon and it's creative. Now this moon is going to be squaring Neptune, basically. So it's going to be important to avoid going too far away from reality, particularly in terms of some people kind of being victims and some people being martyrs, and actually quite a lot of people thinking they're victims and martyrs when maybe it's not quite as bad as it seems. But there we are, feelings are what they are. The rundown of things right this minute, which is 9:56 a.m. UK time GMT on Wednesday the 11th, is the moon is actually square Neptune. It's confused, it's kind of uncertain, and things are difficult to kind of guess. Feelings tend to run high, so it's highly strung. And people misperceive things, misconceive things, so that perceptions are just difficult, you know. We can have misunderstandings quite easily, and although the Gemini moon is very good for imagination and really being creative in that sense, imagination could just run away with us with the moon square Neptune. Escapism, gullibility, that kind of thing. Neptune is really in the picture today yet again because Mercury is square Neptune. Communications are unclear, boundaries are vague, so this is really adding to the kind of easy ability to misunderstand things, which we're already aware of. Look out for tricksters today. People really are, well, I'm not saying everyone's going to be trying to deceive each other, not by a very long way, but if there's a trickster about and deception is coming your way, look out for it today. Look out for it generally over the next couple of days as well. Some people try to escape from things. Well, that might be a good thing, that might be a not so good thing. So if you're going to escape from something, make sure you've tied up all your loose ends and you're not kind of leaving anybody in the lurch, so to speak, because that would never do. Vision questing, you know, that's a real great thing to do actually, and that is strongly indicated today. Things may become more real and what have you in the next few days, but it's having that will to visualize the future, to believe in what you can actually do. And even if in the coming days you find that you can't do some of it, it'll just be a matter of finding a different way of doing it. I'm going through that with my YouTube channel at the moment, but there we go. If you've just joined us from YouTube, by the way, and you've come onto Facebook, thanks very much. It's great to see you. Brilliant. And as I was saying to Crystal and Damaris and Eilena today, actually on YouTube, I hope that's just going to be a matter of time. YouTube has changed certain things about the way it operates. But there we go, you know, it is a day of uncertainty, it is a day of confusion. And maybe I am just kind of misunderstanding the whole thing of what's going on. Could easily be that. Venus conjunct Saturn, so a good time in some ways to be diplomatic, to do constructive things as well, particularly where it's leading to closure in one way or another. And that is also a good feature of the time leading right up to the full moon. More about that in a second. But Mars, here we go, Neptune's in the picture again. Mars is trine Neptune, and so this is about acting on your beliefs, really. We see protests, we see people attacking others for ideological reasons, people being very strong in what they believe, but like I've said with everything else, kind of things can just get overblown today, and particularly tomorrow, actually, with the full moon. And even though the full moon isn't here yet, it's the applying aspect, it's the next thing to happen, so it's in the air, so to speak. Neptune itself is void in Pisces though, so things are kind of unclear to do with that. You know, the fabric of reality kind of just doesn't seem to be holding up when Neptune is void in Pisces, as it is at the moment. But yet again, that's something that doesn't need to become a big worry. That is just the way things feel, okay? So it's one of those days to not believe your own hype. Just remember, it's that bit highly strung. Okay, so that full moon is coming in. There's a lot of unconscious energy about, you know, and some people are kind of acting on that in not the most positive way at the moment. I'm sure that will actually iron itself out very quickly because the full moon energy is so strong. And, you know, the main thing is to keep it real. Don't get too far away from reality. That's the bottom line. When we get into that full moon, kind of completing tasks, that kind of thing, it's going to be very positive. And as I said in a video on YouTube yesterday, it's a good time for coming to final decisions about siblings, people you work with, people, you know, significant others in that sense. I'm not really seeing that as a love type of thing. That's not necessarily a part of any love relationship, although it might be. But it's about completion, you know, because when we actually get into the full moon energy, and we're beginning to feel it already, things are very powerful. Okay, so tonight, if I was you, if you've got like crystals that you can't cleanse in water, like or you can't cleanse in sunlight, like amethyst, for example, or maybe, you know, selenite doesn't do too well in water, celestite doesn't do too well in water. Get those out on the windowsill tonight, even if you've got your curtains closed, and the full moon energy will cleanse those crystals, and hopefully that cleansing will bring a lot more truth into life as we go forward in the next few days. Okay, that's it from me. I am going to be putting some short ones up on YouTube as we go, but this is a Facebook one in particular, because Facebook still seems to accept my posts in full, so God bless Facebook for that. And my thanks to Mark Zuckerberg, or whoever it is that's organising things at the moment. I've got an offer going on at the moment, right through to Christmas. I'm doing readings through the Messenger, the Facebook Messenger system. These would be psychic readings, and they're £10 each for 10 minutes, basically, and what you'll get is 10 1-minute long voice notes, one after the other. They've been very popular, actually, and they seem to have been quite successful from what people are saying. So let me know if you'd like one of those. It's just a thing that I'm doing through till Christmas to see how it goes. But I've got to say, it's going very well, actually. It's much quicker than writing everything down. And in terms of mediumship and in terms of the psychic influences, it's fairly fast flowing, and it doesn't give me, the medium, the opportunity to try and rationalise things, which is what you've always got to struggle against as a medium. So if you would like such a reading, contact me through Facebook Messenger, and I'll get back to you fairly quickly. Right, in the meantime, have a fantastic day. If this actually makes it up to YouTube, thumbs up, don't forget to like and subscribe, etc. Share me around though, guys, if you can, please. Help me get the word out. It'd be a great thing, and I'll see you again. I hope I'm going to see you again tomorrow. Peace.